Even if it's not his real birthday, it doesn't matter. We don't know even our real birthday. But what we do know is that John's been 5D and higher for 2 years. So that was my partner for 30 years. Yeah, there's confirmation he's listening. So we're going to see what the guides have to say today. Yeah, this is like a wishbone. And this is like the tree of life. So we got our sage lit. And when I channel him, he says we're all like snowflakes. We all have our own unique, original type of mission to do, like a snowflake. So I lit the snowflake candle, and we have the love candle, and we also have the faith candle. Our faith has to get a little stronger because it just blew out. So we have the faith candle, and we have the crystal ball, my first crystal ball that he ever bought for me. Okay, we'll put that right here. Can't see a whole lot because I just have a phone, but I think that's beautiful. Okay, we're going to do a little reading here. Let's see what we got. It is Christmas. It is Christmas. These are timeless readings, so whenever you do see this reading. Now these cards just came out, so we're going to take them first, and we're going to go with the bottom of the deck is my anxiety card, but it is ending because it's a 9, but it's the girl with the swords all coming down at her. So much anxiety. Do you hear what I hear? I love this song. They've been playing Christmas music for the last 24 hours, and this is probably my favorite one. And this is like one of them sickles where we can reap what we've sown. Do you hear what I hear? Okay, so we're getting rid of anxiety. That's the bottom of the deck. First card that came out here, some just fell out, is the King of Pattern. So the King of Pattern is a stable, financial, wealthy, mature man. Doesn't have to be money, can just be spiritual. Kind of like Jesus and John in 3D. And yeah, they're probably having a wonderful Christmas. I hear Christmas is really cool up there. And when we were in Astro, we had a great time last night. So I shouldn't say I hear, I know. So the King of Pentacles, okay, we have a lot of anxiety, but the first card out is the King of Pattern, saying that things are going to stabilize. Things are going to stabilize. We have the Queen of Pattern, King and Queen. So it's going to stabilize, and we're going to find our partners, and we're going to do our mission, and all will be well. Now, I normally don't like that saying, all will be well, everything's fine. But in this case, I do, because I'm channeling Jesus and John, and I'm feeling their energy right now, trying to talk to you. And Queen and King of Pattern is what we've been working on all year. Trying to liquidate, trying to get everything in order, trying to become stable. Right? Okay, so the King and the Queen of Pattern, Pentacles. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which I told you in my deck is the gun and the guy laying on the ground, meaning a total change, a total transformation. So if somebody was upright 1 minute and laying down dead the next minute, it's a total change. Like John and Jesus both had to go through that, laying down, not standing up. But they woke up to all the dimensions. Now they can be our guides. That's what they are. They're my guides. So when I channel the guides, when I do my invocation on bringing in the light, they're part of it. Yep, they're part of it. Okay, so 4 of coins is next. Keep contemplating, keep asking the spirit and your guides what to do next. Because it might not be what you think it's going to be, is what I'm hearing. You might think you're going to do A, B, and C, but really you're going to do D, E, and F. Okay. And underneath what was fueling the anxiety or the 9 of Swords is the Destiny card. So I just wanted to point that out, the Star card. Because basically what that's saying is that the anxiety is over of the past. I want to say 3 years, 2 years, 2-3 years. There's been a lot of changes, not only in the world, but everywhere, just everywhere. And this is a Destiny card. So the anxiety is leaving. The King and the Queen of Pentacles, the stability, the partnership, the new money systems, or no money systems, or whatever. Everything's changing, and you're hearing that from all the readers. Just nobody knows what it's going to be. But that's pretty cool that the Queen and the King came out. Wheel of Fortune and 4 of Coins. That's the whole top layer. So contemplating this world change. Oop, you just fell over. Contemplating the world change. We got a confirmation and then the phone falls over. So a change is coming, just like the phone fell off. Yeah, so that was kind of neat that it did that, because that's kind of how fast it happens. 1 minute you're upright, next minute the phone's down. 1 minute you're alive, 1 minute you're in all these different dimensions. I don't really like to call it dead, because we're not really dead. We're just not physical here. We're not in this body. And a lot of us, this body is getting pretty beat up. Okay, so now we're going to go a little deeper. We already looked at the anxiety card, and it's just saying that your destiny is not exactly easy. King of Pattern is the 3 of Swords under it. The King of Swords in this reading has a lot of sorrow. He wishes he would have done things a little differently. But overall, it's like, I'm very proud of everything. But I wish that the people that I left behind weren't so sad and alone. And that's understandable. I'm sure Jesus and John both thought that way. I'm sure they thought, wow, I got to leave them behind. I got to leave all my disciples behind. John was like John the Baptist. and Jesus is Jesus. And it's like both of them, you know, like I got to leave everybody behind. It's not exactly easy on them either. You have to remember, you know, we sit here in our pity pot. But what about the people that passed on? You know, they're not in suffering no more. They're not on the earth no more, but, and they don't carry guilt or shame. But if you were to ask them, because they're your guides, if you were to ask them, would you have done anything differently? I'm sure they might have said, well, I wish we could have went together. But you, meaning us, have to stay here and finish your mission, and you need us to help you. That's what I'm hearing. Under the Queen of Pattern is the Ace. Yeah, we're going to ace this. See, that's why when I was 16 years old and I had a baby prematurely and I was in the hospital, she had jaundice and she was 6 weeks early. My grandma was my best friend. And she died the day that the baby was supposed to come home from the hospital. And I asked her why. Oh, I was so heartbroken. Because she had to help me from above. She couldn't help me while she was in physical. And that's what I'm getting from our deceased loved ones and Jesus, is that they had to go into that consciousness where they could help us. So we're going to ace this. With our help from above, we're going to ace our mission. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune coming in quickly. What's coming in quickly is judgment. Judgment meaning judgment on the world. Judgment. Wheat from the chaff, like the sickle. When I said earlier, this looks like a sickle. Exactly what I'm hearing is that judgment's coming upon the world. So when you hear of disasters, don't be sad. No, it's a cleansing for the earth. Now, this is the Four of Coins. Remember I said the contemplation card? Okay, look what's under it. The same man, the same sitting position, but it's the Five of Pentacles. It's the Matrix card. So if you just even look at the pictures, we need to break free from the Matrix and go higher. And anything that we're having problems with being shackled in the Matrix, they will help us up here. That's why they're up there. That's why they had to go. That is so cool. I love that picture. There's us shackled into the Matrix, and there they are sitting up on top. Oh, that's just a coolest thing, huh? 4 and 5 of Pentacles. Well, this was a great reading. I want to thank Jesus and John for it. We'll pick a couple St. Michael cards. It says a favorable outcome. A favorable outcome, just what I said. With the Ace of Pattern, we win. So just keep your eye on the targeted intended prize. You know, slow and steady wins the race. We'll pick a few from St. Michael. But what a great reading. Thank you, John. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so St. Michael says you're guarded and protected. So everything I was saying about them guarding and protecting us, absolutely. That's why they're there. Use your imagination and you'll see the answer. So once again, that's the contemplation card and the Matrix card. That's contemplating with the higher spirits, the higher guides, Jesus, the universe, Mother Mary, St. Michael, to get out of the matrix. And when I say out of the matrix, I mean out of the matrix way of thinking. Break from the programs. It's not like, stay more in 5D and higher than 3 and 4D. So use your imagination and you'll see the answer. And new beginnings and a fresh start. So we'll go ahead and probably leave it here. New beginnings and a fresh start. Thank you, St. Michael. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, John. I miss everybody, but we don't, because we are with them when we're sleeping. They're helping us here while we're awake. We just have to believe and trust and know these things. And if you don't know these things, I'm sure somebody watching doesn't know these things or doesn't believe these things. That's the matrix thinking. That's what I'm talking about, breaking the programs. You're listening to me, so if you're listening to this video, your head is not in the sand like most people. You just need to go deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Me too. Nobody ever graduates. So this is Sage. Here's the two, Jesus and John. Thank you for coming in. They're with us always. They're doing these readings. They're just so glad that you guys are watching and I'm doing this. It's a daily reprieve, contingent on the maintenance of our spiritual condition. Okay, thanks for listening.